Hey, Katrina here from ScrappyHorses. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So happy you're here. Today I'm working on a birthday card for the challenge over at Scribbles Designs. Now, this is sort of a true confession time here. The challenge there is amphibians. I am not a fan of amphibians. I do not like reptiles and amphibians. Frogs really spook me. I just don't like frogs. I don't like them. So if you really want more thoughts about how I feel about frogs and such, you might want to visit my blog because I wrote a little story there, a little commentary. And yeah, let's just move on to the Cricut tutorial. All right, so this is a layered card. Even though it's very plain and simple, black and white with my green frog, and he has a brown guitar, even though there's very little color variation here, there are a lot of layers. I layered up the rectangles. My card base is actually going to be in black cardstock. This is a 4x6 card. And so I actually cut it 8x6 and then folded it on the 4-inch, and then it became a 4x6. So that's what this piece represents. This piece is the inside sentiment, and it's a happy birthday, and I just pulled in this music. I am actually a musician in real life. You know, crafting is not my real life. I was a musician in real life. And so anyway, I have lots of music, and so I can either use a cardstock, a designer paper with music, or I can always just copy in something and use it. So I'm never at a loss for music. So let's talk about how I did this. This again is just a white rectangle I cut on my paper slicer. This is just a black rectangle I cut on my paper slicer. So that leaves us with the very front of my card and my inside sentiment. Now the frog, he is called Carl Fretted, and he is from Scribbles Designs. These little notes are in the Cricut Access, and they're from, I'm not sure how to say Kat's last name, but Kat T did those. The staff right here with the treble clef is from Wispy Willow Designs, and I changed that staff because I broke it in half, and I'll show you how I did that in just a minute. Now this treble clef right here is also from Wispy Willow Designs, and the font, Happy Birthday and Croaking a Little Tune, is the Fontastic Fonts DJ Terrific, and that is right up here. If you come up here, you can find all of your different fonts, and then you can choose the font that you like. Let's start with the sentiment inside. So we're going to go ahead and unflatten this and take all the little parts apart, okay, and look at them individually. Again, this bottom is just a rectangle that I just brought in some music and just brought it in through the upload. And if you don't know how to upload either a digi or a pattern, then I have a video that can help you with that, and I will definitely link that for you. Or if you look up in the right hand corner about now, you'll see it pop up and you can click it. So let's go ahead and move on from that. All right, now what we have left here is this rectangle, and then I framed out this rectangle with this black rectangle. All right, so let's move that. So now I have the white rectangle. So now we have the little treble clef, and we have the happy birthday. So what I did is I went to images, I typed in treble clef, and all these different treble clefs come in. Here's the one I chose from Wispy Willow Designs. Add to canvas. I go ahead, I can size it up or down, do with it whatever I like. I place it in, And I changed the color because I wanted my happy birthday font to show up. I choose the treble clef, come up here, choose one of these colors. I choose a light gray. Then when I go ahead and I flatten it, you won't see these black lines around anymore, and it will come out looking like this. For the happy birthday, I just simply typed in happy birthday with an exclamation point. Come up to my font, and we know that this font was DJ Terrific. Let's see if I can get it from that. Yep, there it is, Fontastic Fonts, DJ Terrific. Then I just press this, and there it is. Again, I can size it like so and get it in exactly the size that I like. Now, let me show you something that you might know and you might not know. I can come up here to line space, and I can make those words closer together by clicking the down arrow, or I can make them further apart by clicking the little up arrow. You can also space out your letters the same way. When you type this in, you can move them apart, or you can bring them closer together. You can change your font size here, and some of the fonts you can make bold, or like this one goes bold, or bold italic. Once you have it where you like it, then you're just going to bring in your rectangle shape. I'm clicking the square. I'm going to bring the square in, size it to where I like the size. I'm going to make it white. All right, I'll move it over here. I'm going to move it to the back by left clicking, send to back. Bring my treble clef over here. Bring my happy birthday in, like so. Then I just simply select it all with my mouse. I say align center. Now, this treble clef will go center also. So let's not do that. Let's rethink this. I like the way this is, so let's just go ahead and group it. Now let's bring this in. Choose it all. Align, center. There you go. Now, I think I'm going to bump this up with my arrow key. That way it stays in the center, but yet it goes top center. And why would I do that? Well, because I want room to sign it down here. Now I'm going to select it and flatten it. And now it's ready. I have a couple of choices now. I can either make a new rectangle to go around this, or I can offset the rectangle I have. Let me show you how we offset. You're going to left click. I'm going to pull it smaller. I'm going to give it a sharp corner. See how it's rounded? I want it to have a sharp corner. I might want it just a little smaller, so I'm going to use the arrow on my keyboard and press my left arrow. That'll make it smaller. Hit apply, and there's the black rectangle. If you have trouble uploading or need help with that, check out the videos. I will link them below, or rewind this one and find that tab, because that's where you're going to find that information. Again, I'm going to left click, sweep over everything. I'm going to say align center and flatten, and there's the inside sentiment part. So we're going to put that away. Now we're going to talk about this piece. This is the very front of our card. All right, let's unflatten, and let's talk about what we have here. We have Carl. Now this part right here is the staff that I brought in from Wispy Willow Designs. So let's go pick that up. So let's go to Images. We're going to type in music. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to canvas. Go ahead and take this to the size that I want it. What I did, because I wanted it to look like Carl just sort of broke into the music here and just sort of broke it apart, okay? Just broke the staff apart when he stepped in there. I took a shape. I brought in a square and I set it right in, about right there. I go ahead and select both by left clicking my mouse and I say slice. I bring this and this away. I'm going to go ahead and delete it so it's not in the way. I'm just going to take my arrow key now and just move this to the left. That will keep it exactly straight and even on both sides, and I can move it as far as I like. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and move this. Now I'm going to bring my white background over. So there we are. This I simply typed in and chose my font just like I did the happy birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that over here. I wanted some notes. So I went in and just chose different notes, and all I did was just place them on the staff. See, that's all you have to do. You can just place them wherever you like them. Isn't that fun? All right, now as for my Carl, I just brought him in now. I moved him to the front. So I right click, bring to the front, and I just set him in such a way that the lines hit him exactly. So this needs to come a bit over to the right. I moved it too far. There we go. I'm going to move this down, move this up, and there it is. My frog Carl needs to move to the right just a smidge here maybe. And this might need to move to the right just a smidge. All right, so now you can see how I put this together. Now all I have to do, once I have all my little notes in place and everything is there, I just select it all and I hit flatten. And again, this was my card, the piece that went behind. Then this went behind, and then here's my card blank that went behind it all. All right, that's how easy this was. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. Hopefully, you all love amphibians, and you'll want to go find some amphibians and join in this challenge. Again, it's over at Scribbles Designs. And I will leave all that information below in the box for you. I'll catch up with you in the next video, and here's hoping I don't run into any frogs between now and then. All right, have a great week. Bye.